Today I've got some more information for you and talking about the Princess app, as well as some other updates that I'm hoping you'll find useful with that. Also, we've got internet prices increasing, news on the Carnival panorama. Do you think she's going to make the December 23rd sailing? We'll talk about where she is and how things are going there, plus lots of other updates. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Saturday. It is December 2nd of 2023. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, will you please hit that subscribe button? I really appreciate it. The more subscribers we get does not affect how much money we earn, anything like that, but it helps it so that YouTube thinks that people are enjoying our content and will offer our video to more people. So that's why I ask you every single day. It really does help us and it doesn't cost you anything or obligate you to anything. Also, if you appreciate my updates, would you please give this video a thumbs up? Kind of helps in the same way. It makes it so that YouTube will offer our video to more people to watch. I really believe that the more Let's Go family members that we have here, the more people we will have to share their experience, and it will be an even richer experience here together. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about the Princess app. I wanted to let you know that with the update that we saw come in yesterday that made it so that we could book that experiential dining. I talked about that first yesterday because booking 360 is a really big deal to people, especially now as it is brand new that you can actually book it. Ever since the 360 experience was introduced until this point, it has been by invitation only. You could not even pay money to do that. But now it is opened up to be able to make reservations, and I think at least, and I don't know if they are always going to be so popular, but I think at the very beginning of the 360 experience being able to have anyone that books it that wants to, I think it's going to be really popular because so many people have talked about it and it sounds like it's a phenomenal experience and we all want to experience the new things. And then it'll depend on how much people enjoy it, what they think of that price point of $149 each, if it's worth it to do it again. So it'll be fun to hear what everyone thinks about it as you try it, but I think it's really important that if you want to do that on your cruise that you hurry up and work on getting that booked. Another really important thing from updates that I've received from people, please know some people who are not Platinum or Elite with Princess and have not made full payment are able to book their dining. So no matter where you are in the range of your loyalty with Princess, how many cruises that you have booked, definitely try to book your dining because it sounds like it's working here and there for people that have not made full payment and really shouldn't be able to book. And tell me in the comments below, as I have thought about this, everyone pays their cruise fare to be on the cruise, right? And that is not how much you pay. People that have cruised several times can pay the same amount as people who are on their first or second cruise with Princess. And I've thought about this a lot and I'm wondering, does it seem like it should be available to everyone to book their dining all at the same time, no matter how many times you have cruised on Princess? And so tell me what you think in the comments, because I love that on Celebrity, and we were just looking at Celebrity's app this morning, Gordon and I were, we can book all of the specialty dining that we want to for our group cruise on the Silhouette. That's not until October 11th of 2024. So basically a year out, and it's been available for a while now, we've noticed. We can book any specialty dining we want, and that cruise will be my third with Celebrity and Gordon's second. And so to me, I love that that option is there. I love that it's all available there. I love that. So just wanted to put that out there for you to know that go ahead and try it if you want to. Two things that I think are really important to know about that new Princess update. For a little while now, things are staying the same in that when you click on things like excursions, when you click on this the spa to make reservations, it just takes you to a website. That part of the app is really not functioning like an app. It just portals you right over to the website so that you can book your spa appointments, you can book your excursions there. I did notice that they have added that tab that says luggage tags and documents. When you click on that, it takes you to the page in the cruise personalizer where you're going to click to book your luggage, where you're going to click to print your luggage tags, and where you're going to click to print your travel summary. It shows the travel summary when you click on that, but it doesn't condense it down to a page that the whole thing shows up on your phone. It's this really big page. So they are really just portaling you over to the website for that as well. Couple of things to always note. Make sure, print your luggage tags, absolutely. Print your travel summary. If you're someone that doesn't like to take any papers with you, print it to a PDF and email it to yourself so that you have that on your phone if you need to, because it shows the things that you have paid for. It shows what package you have. It shows what, if you paid for the transfer or not. And believe it or not, sometimes that has to be the proof when you're on the cruise. Okay, it'll also list the excursions you paid for, things like that. So don't miss doing that. I thought it would be kind of fun to hear from all of you what you are hoping to see in the new Princess app. So I thought I would tell you a couple of things that I would like to see. I do think that it would be awesome if you could see your documents just as part of the app as a handy way so that you don't have to worry about printing that travel summary anymore, things like that. But a couple of other things stand out to me as pretty basic. I always think of Princess as being 2 steps ahead of a bunch of the other cruise lines because of that medallion. The medallion itself is awesome, and I think the best way that it functions is to have food and beverages delivered to you on the ship. That is really that's a game changer. You can be enjoying the pool there, and you don't have to worry if there is a crew member whose job is to take your order and bring your drink to you. You can just order it and they'll bring it to you. That is fabulous. But with that being said, I feel like they have been 2 steps behind the other cruise lines with their app. So I love both on Royal Caribbean, on Celebrity, on Norwegian, you can book your excursions, you can cancel your excursions, and Holland America, your excursion tickets come up right there on the app. It's like when we went on Holland America to Alaska this year, our tickets for the excursion were right there. Same with the others. So I think that's wonderful. Hopefully we're going to see that. I hope that we see that it's a lot more responsive. So often when I click on my app, whether I'm at home or on the ship, we have very fast internet at our house. I should add that. Even when I'm on the ship, I usually have a little bit of a lag. And so I would hope that they will get it moving better, program better, so that when you click on something, it comes up. I feel like they could use that. And then another thing, I hope they make a lot more available with dining. Now, I mentioned Celebrity as an example. When you go on Celebrity, you generally are going to eat at the earlier, the later dining time. And if they're not busy, you can go whenever you want to go. But that is very structured generally when you're on Celebrity and you want to eat in the main dining room. The same with Carnival. You can either eat at the early or you can eat at the late or the anytime dining, and then you just go when you want to. And so I am really hoping that with Princess, they make it so that you can easily book your main dining room times for the time that you want to, and that those times actually stick. It is a real problem with people getting on the ship and finding that their dining times have been deleted. But in addition to that, I would really like it so that if you're on the ship and you want to dine, at one of those casual dining places, that you can make a reservation for that. Or like on Carnival, you say, hey, we are ready to eat, what time, and then they'll let you know when a table is ready. I'm hoping to see some things like that. It seems like Princess wants to make that casual dining be much more of a thing on board their ships, as well as the specialty dining. So I'm hoping that we see a whole revamp in the way that we can book those reservations, access that dining. You might remember when we were on the Island Princess, in July, we had wanted to try out whatever, I can't even remember the name of it now, that's terrible, but one of the casual dinings, and I'd called the dining line to make a reservation, and they said, oh, you don't need a reservation. How late are they open? Oh, last seating at 9 o'clock. So we got there like at somewhere between 8:30, 8:40, and they're like, you have to have a reservation to eat here, and we're closed anyway. So that didn't really work out well. So I'm hoping that things like that won't be happening anymore. So those are the things that I am really looking forward to the very most. Interestingly enough, I noticed in the news that Carnival is making strides to make it so that your whole disembarkation at the end of your cruise is going to be driven by the app. So really, a lot of these cruise lines are looking at the app as the amazing tool that it could be in managing not only the cruiser's experience while they're on board, but really facilitating that embarkation and disembarkation process. So we will keep an eye out for reports on that. Okay. Now, I do want to let you know that when you look at that update on the app right now, and Gordon's going to put it up here, it says the brand new and entirely separate Princess Cruises app will be available for download in early December. With today being December 2nd, I checked, it's not there yet. The Medallion class app will no longer be available to download in the coming weeks. However, if you already have this version downloaded on your device, you may continue using it until early of 2024. So since they clearly are moving to not having any dates from this, they announced December 1st at our travel advisor meeting, and now we're just going to early phrases. Early could be, it's very subjective. So we'll keep an eye out, and all of you let me know. Another quick update for you is a Let's Go family member in our Facebook group posted today. They are on board, and the screen, at the door there, it used to let you know that, the Princess Prizes thing was right there for you to click on it if you wanted to play, or if you were already enrolled to play, or if you weren't, you would click on it and then you'd be charged to pay. But it also had your full name. And now there are no Princess Prizes showing on the door, and it's just your first name. So nobody is going to know who you are based on that. It also had your picture, and so Gordon will put that picture up there, and so that you can kind of see what it's looking like now. So clearly changes are coming. I don't know if Princess Prizes are going completely away or what we're going to see with the changes in that, but clearly it's changing. So I really appreciate that update. Thanks so much for posting that over there. Really quickly, also I wanted to let you know, we've got an update on the Discovery Princess. Right now, the sailing that is the Adam Savage Specialty Theme Cruise is sailing right now. We've got a Let's Go family member on board, and she was kind enough to send me an update saying that there are 3,100 passengers on board. You might recall that Discovery Princess can hold 3,660 passengers at double occupancy, and so they're not quite full, but pretty full. She said that the 360 dining experience was already booked up solid for the whole trip when they boarded at 11 o'clock. So that was before this update that you could book the 360. So let me know if you're trying to book 360 and it's not working. Like I watched my video yesterday for how I finally got it to work, but know that you can't call anymore. That's the update. Everything is going really well for them on that Adam Savage cruise. The next thing is really important, and then I'm going to tell you if I would wear my pajamas to Christmas morning breakfast on board a cruise ship, because I've gotten several people asking me that. Carnival. Now you'll remember maybe a week or two ago I let you know that Carnival is going to bring 5G service to their ships, and the way you're going to access that is with your phone service. Like if you use Verizon, AT&T, whoever you use, they have cruise ship plans. So Carnival is going to make it so that they have that 5G availability on board, so that if you want to do that with your phone company service, then you'll be able to access that. To me, that's groundbreaking. Huge change in Wi-Fi. All of Carnival's ships have Starlink now. Surprises me that some cruise lines don't. For example, right now, Holland America, half of their ships have the Starlink. So that just shows you what a big deal it is that all of Carnival's ships have the Starlink. So anyway, when you go on Carnival, they have the 3 different Wi-Fi packages, and I know I've talked to you about that before, but they are increasing the prices on December 8th. So here's what you need to know. With this just being December 2nd, if you have a Carnival cruise booked and you have not booked your Wi-Fi, but you're going to book Wi-Fi, it's always cheaper to book it before you go than to book it once you're on the ship. Okay, so know that. But also, if you are going to, you're going to do it now before December 8th so that you can save a little bit of money and use that money for something funner than just paying for a more expensive package. So by December 8th, you need to do that, okay, because that's the day the changes are going to go up. The prices are going to go up. So really quickly, on Carnival, they have got that social plan, and that makes it so that you simply can use social media. You're going to be able to use your Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, those kind of sites. You can use those all that you want. You're not going to be able to send your email and download emails and stuff like that. You are, though, going to be able to use airline websites so that if you want to check in the day before, I like that they have included that with it. But other than that, it's not like an email package. It's not let's stream a video package, that kind of thing. Not at all. Basically, it's just to use the social media. And so currently it is $12.75 a day if you buy it before your cruise, or $15 a day if you don't buy it until you get on board. Starting on December 8th, it is going to go to $15.30 a day if you buy it before your cruise, and $18 a day if you don't book until you get on the ship, okay? And yeah, so make sure, and that is up 20%, by the way. 20% increase. The next internet package that they offer, they call the value plan. That makes it so that you can use all of those social media sites and the airline websites like you would want to. And in addition to that, you're going to be able to like watch news, the weather, if you need to log into your bank, entertainment sites, but not streaming. Okay, you cannot stream things with it and do your email and things like that. So that plan is going to go up 15%. And then finally, they've got their premium plan. It makes it so that you can do all of those things. Everything that you want to do, from using social media to the emails to those other websites, clear up to streaming videos, uploading content if you're someone that tries to do that, and that is going to go up 13.6%, okay? And the difference between that is after the price increase, it's going to be $21.25 a day if you do it before you go, $25 a day if you book it when you get on the ship. So it is a savings to do it before you go if you know you're going to want it. I always think that if you're someone that doesn't urgently need the Wi-Fi and you're going to go to lots of ports, there are always places that if you eat there or buy a drink there or whatever, you can use their Wi-Fi. So kind of keep that in mind if you're on a little bit tighter budget or just don't want to spend your money on the Wi-Fi. That always works really good. All right, so book your Wi-Fi with Carnival before December 8th. Alrighty, and then also I was going to say, if you know you want to go on a cruise and you've not gotten around to booking it, go ahead and book it and pay for the Wi-Fi. Alrighty, really quickly here at the end, I wanted to tell you all, so we had that talk about Carnival, a lot of people talking about there's a large Facebook group that says they are going to wear their pajama pants, or pajamas, to the main dining room for breakfast on Christmas Day. And it's caused a little bit of a stir. And so we were talking about, would you wear your pajamas to breakfast? Would you not? And I didn't really say. For me, I am a person that really likes to get dressed up on Christmas. So I'm not going to wear my Christmas pajamas to breakfast. I love Christmas pajamas. I wear Christmas pajamas to bed on Christmas Eve. But when I'm ready to start my day and have a nice breakfast with the family, do all of these things, I tend to already be dressed up and ready to go and enjoy my whole day. So that's what I would do, because after I would have breakfast on the ship, I would want to carry on to my next event, whatever I wanted to do next. And so I would just like to be prepared for that. And so if you haven't already shared with us if you would wear your pajamas or not to breakfast on a cruise ship, put them in the comments, because I just think it's something fun to think about and talk about. I really appreciate you all being here with me today. If you happen to be on a cruise ship, send us some updates of how things are going. Love to hear about it no matter what cruise line you are on. And I will be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.